Welcome to African Rift Valley. We're going to share with you guys today our 4 littles under 4 years of age.
And up first is Amy and Rachel, who are going to talk about our first 2, Ohi and Viv.
So Ohi has been with us at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo now for almost a year, which is really cool because he's the super fun guy. He's still pretty little, so he'll turn 3 in just a couple months from now. But he has grown a bit since he came here. But if you look at him compared to our other boys, he's still the smallest one for sure. He's also the most unique looking, I think, out of all of our giraffes. Sure. He's really fun. If you watch him interacting with the herd, he can be a little bit more shy, but he's gotten really brave with guests, which is really cool. So when you guys come and visit him, he'll come right up to you and take lettuce and stuff, which is really fun because at first he did kind of just want to look around and kind of check out his environment versus really engaging a lot of people. So that's really fun. A goofy thing that he does is when he's out in the main yard, he'll go and stand in that pool.
Which is hilarious though, because he's afraid of puddles. Like he'll go stand in the water hole, but then if he sees a puddle that's this big on the ground, he won't walk near it.
Yeah, he says, oh, no way, but the biggest, most intentional puddle is his favorite place to go. He's done really cool stuff with training this last year. Obviously, when we have babies or new giraffe, training them just to move from one space to the other can be a big thing for them, something they have to learn, but it can be a big undertaking, and for him it was a little bit more challenging, so it's cool to see the progress that he's made there. He's gotten a lot braver in that sense as well, where he's moving into all the spaces that we would like to give him opportunities to be in, which is really fun. He's been able to take his vaccines. Now he's starting to learn hoof care, which is really fun, and he'll put his foot on and off those blocks that we do our hoof care on. So he's made a lot of progress there. He's a really fun little guy.
Yeah, and his best friend in the whole world is Viv.
Yes.
So Viv and Ohi are usually inseparable. They're pretty cute. They'll wait together to make sure that the other one is coming outside with them. So usually when we're going to be doing training with our babies, we keep all of our babies in at the same time because they want to stay together and they'll wait for one another in the hallway. Viv is almost 2. She'll be 2 on July 6th, and she was born right here at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Her mom's name is mini-zoomie. She was born a couple days after the 4th of July, so she got her nickname, the Firecracker, right, when she came out, and she has lived up to that name ever since. She has successfully figured out how to get to every tree on exhibit that we don't want her to get to. She's gone for little adventures trying to find birds in different places. She loves Bibi, and she loves Ohi, and she loves Panya. She has been a little bit harder for me to actually train. So she does great with touching, she does great with voluntary injections, and she's always wanting to be the center of attention. But I think that sometimes she outsmarts me during the training sessions. So we've been trying to get her to put her foot on the block for quite a while. She puts her foot on the block, but I can't get it to stay there. She has learned that if she takes it on and puts it off multiple times, she gets more treats. So now I'm having to go back in my training and figure out how to work with her. So it's been a really great team bonding experience though. We share videos, we take videos of it, and then we all talk as a team so that we have a plan of action when we go in to work with Viv, because we need one.
Cool to watch you guys work together though, because you're also very smart. And so you see these 2 really smart individuals
trying to
learning
figure it
from
out.
each other, and it's really cool.
Yeah, she's fun.
They're all really playful and really curious. And he's maybe the most shy about new stuff, but he'll be braver near those other brave girls.
We're gonna turn it over to Kayla and Diana, the 2 other primary trainers.
They're gonna tell you guys a little bit about Panya and Bibi.
Bibi is our 8-month-old giraffe calf, and she is super fun. We are still really getting to know who she is as an individual, so her personality is starting to come out, but a couple things we have kind of recognized in her and her role in the herd is definitely lingering behind, kind of taking it all in, watching from, behind the scenes a little bit, and she definitely has learned to work the system. So we often find her hanging back and waiting for us to get treats for her in order for her to shift, in order for her to move from one spot to another. We also found that she likes to lay near keeper doors, so that way we can give her what we call breakfast in bed. So we'll give her little cracker pieces because she'll sit there And you just see this little lip and this little tongue kind of poke through, and she's definitely, knowing how cute she is, know that she can get lots of treats from us. So she's really fun to kind of watch, but she's definitely working us with that cuteness factor.
And on the same note, Panya is our oldest of the 4 littles. She's about to turn 4 years old this August, and she very similarly knows how to work this system. So she has grown and blossomed as a giraffe. When she first got here, she was super shy, but nowadays she is right up next to the training door, ready to get her hoof work done, and definitely is the first one to push other giraffe away to take crackers.
Yeah, it's really fun. We noticed the other day that Panya and Bibi were eating out of the same grain jolly together. So I definitely think that Bibi is learning from Panya, but she definitely, Bibi, really loves to hang out with Ohi. And when I say hang out, I think she kind of also likes to pester him. So Ohi tends to lay down and she'll go over and she'll start kind of licking him or kind of nuzzling him with her nose. And you can kind of see he'll take it for a little bit and then he kind of just, looks at her like, all right, enough of this. And kind of wants his own space. But it's really fun to see all of the littles really kind of hang out together and have those really strong relationships. So it's really fun to see.
And especially Ohi, Viv, and Bibi, Panya's kind of like, I'm the oldest, so I'm gonna go hang out with the adults. So when given the opportunity, Panya likes to go shift out with them, and then Viv, Ohi, and Bibi kind of hang out and make choices together inside. So we do a lot of training with our 4 littles, and Panya is pretty fluent in hoof care now, so she does participate in our farrier days. They come and trim both of her front feet. What we're working on now is we're still getting her used to new people in her environment. So she's still a little bit shy of a lot of new people, and so we're working on that. But she allows the mechanic, who's the person at the feet doing the trimming, to come over, touch and move her foot, and brush the bottom of it, and trim out any of the excess hoof that doesn't need to be there anymore. So she's really great at that.
And Bibi, she's doing a lot of learning. So she's learning how to do targeting. She's learning how to do some of those prerequisite skills in order to do some of the farrier work that Kayla was just talking about that Panya does. So Bibi has a lot to look up to in Panya. Hopefully she'll do just as well as Panya does on farrier days. And it's really fun to see now that we're starting to incorporate more and more training sessions with Bibi. We've noticed that she'll go over to the keeper door or the training space door and she'll kind of wait for her turn. She's definitely not very pushy, but she definitely knows that she'll get some treats over there. So she can be found watching Panya or Ohi or Viv or some of the other giraffe doing hoof care. So we'll hopefully, she'll be able to learn by watching some of that. And then when it's her turn, she'll be a rock star just like the rest of them. We hope you like learning about all of our littles today.
So next time you guys are here, come by the giraffe barn, swing by and say hey.
Bye.